Kriel Warrior Caber Throwers, a weapon attachment to the Kriel Warriors. What passes for Trollkin entertainment would amaze and horrify most humans. Many of these customs evolved from ritualized games intended to ready able-bodied warriors of the Kriels for battle. Feats of strength, stamina, and endurance are all commonplace among the wild Kriels. Many draw from practices that also have applications in battle. Hurling cabers has proven a surprisingly devastating, if crude, form of attack throughout the centuries. Such demonstrated effectiveness prompted some Kriels to add this sport to their winter entertainment, both to keep the warriors in fighting form and determine which Trollkin would wield the cabers in actual combat. Cabers were originally made from great wooden poles, but Kriels of the Gnarls took this weapon to an extreme by using stone columns the size that would seem impossible to lift, let alone thrown. These stone cabers continued to prove their well worth the back-breaking effort of carrying them into the battlefield as the Trollkins send them tumbling forward in bone-pulping power. Anything caught in the caber's path is usually reduced to paste, and even those few beasts hardy enough to endure such a blow will generally be knocked off their feet by the pitching columns. Only particularly strong and stout Trollkins, who boast endurance considered extraordinary even among their own kith, can regularly carry these massive weapons across long distances. And yes, they are literally just throwing stone columns at people, which is very, very Trollkin-like. Rudimentary weapons, very useful. But let's read how much more useful these are when they're added to their Kriel warrior group. They are tough, and they are also immune to ice damage. Speed 5, Mat 5, Defense 12, and Arm 15. They have Take Up. So if this model is destroyed, a Kriel warrior model next to it will take over this one. So let's read how that plays out. If this model is destroyed, you can choose a trooper in this unit within 1 inch of the destroyed model. Remove the trooper from the table instead of this model. This model has the same number of unmarked damage boxes as the chosen trooper. And I don't think these guys have damage boxes, so I guess that's usually for that. He also has Unyielding, so he also gets a +2 arm while in melee. So I guess the thing that moves around is the caber, so the next Kriel warrior just picks up the caber if the original one is taken out. Let's read why the caber is so dangerous. Mat 5, range 2, so they can swing this weapon. It's very funny. And it's POW 13, so much more powerful than their run-of-the-mill weapons they got. We have the ability on this weapon called Momentum. A small or medium-based model directly hit by this attack is slammed D3 inches directly away from this model. The power of the collateral damage is equal to the power of this weapon. In addition to suffering a normal damage roll, large base models hit by this weapon become knocked down. Alright, so we want to make that very clear. Not everybody's knocked down by this, only large base models are also knocked down. So I just want to make that note. I've missed that before, and I just liked having that in there. And then we have Single Shot. After an attack with this weapon is resolved, this model cannot make another attack with it for 1 round. So that is a very, very useful thing. I guess because it makes them super powerful how that goes. But it looks like whenever you read it, I guess that is only ever... You can only make that one every other turn? Round? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Let me know in the comments if you know exactly how that works. The way I read it, you can use it once and you can't make them attack again, but you know what, I'm not entirely sure. Some things I'm not 100% sure on, so if you're a seasoned Trollkin player for the new Mark IV, let me know in the comments below.